Hello guys, this technology freak. Oh yeah. Hello, it's technology freak. I was just going to explain what voice guidance really is. On the Olympus voice recorders that have it. Not all the voice recorders from Olympus have voice guidance. And for those that do, some of them use TTS. And a majority of the time in Olympus's manual for the DM720 on its own says that voice guidance is not really anything. It's just a guide. They don't say it's for blind people. They don't say it's for any. Well, I mean, you could probably say that. They say they say that most of the DM voice recorders and a few of the LS models of the voice recorder are able to be used by blind people. Take it off. I'm gonna place this down in the drawer right here. And I have to apparently press the left arrow.
Battery level high. Home.
And it's awake.
Recorder. Calendar search.
Voice guidance is on right now.
File setting.
It says, like, it has voice clips. Okay, so the woman that did this, they had to have this woman record voice clips of what was to be read off of the screen. There's no programming that tells voice guidance to say, hey, read this item on the screen. There is a screen, but they say that voice recorders shouldn't have accessibility, but I disagree. The Olympus recorders, the ones that do have voice guidance, Olympus has done a great job with their voice recorders that have voice guidance. Not every one of them has voice guidance, though. Just like a little while ago, I looked at the DM720. That didn't have voice guidance. And was I able to navigate? Sure. But it was a very simple layout. It was a very simple layout. No home screen or anything like that. They actually labeled one of the buttons as a home button, so yeah.
Record menu. Play menu. Display and sound menu. Backlight setting. Voice guidance setting. On and off setting. Guidance speed setting.
In my book, voice guidance is kind of a screen reader, but it's not too much like a screen reader, because like I said before, there's no programming on this voice recorder that tells voice guidance, hey, read this item. Because usually a screen reader, it takes what is displayed on the screen and relays it to the user via TTS or a speech synthesizer, like NVDA does right here.
Audio settings button. Mute button mute. CTRL+M.
Mute button.
Audio settings button.
Audio settings.
Mute button mute.
I mean, I guess voice guidance does relay the information to the user via, like, text. But that's because they matched the clips that the woman spoke with what's on the screen. I can't see the darn thing, but, well, yeah, no, I can't. Of course I can't. And even if I could, it's way too small to see the screen. There is no magnifier on this thing whatsoever.
Volume setting. Guidance speed setting. Speed 5. Speed 4. Speed 4 set. Display and sound menu. Device setting.
Like if I go to the file setting.
File setting. Voice detection setting.
If I go to property, it does not read it.
Property.
See, voice guidance doesn't read it. Or voice guidance, it's not really, I don't think they expected a blind person to navigate the properties of a file. But the fact that voice guidance prompts you, well,
Property.
like if I go to the time and date setting, it will say to adjust clock, set time by using plus, minus, and left-right buttons. To start clock, press OK button located in center. That's what shows up on the screen. That's no voice guidance. That's what shows up on the screen. Anything that voice guidance reads, like the menu structure, the menu structure is read out, and some of the system is read out, but not everything is accessible. So screen reader on, let's say on a Sony Blu-ray disc player even tells you this area is not accessible with the screen reader. Why doesn't voice guidance say that? Because they don't have the woman say any quote like that. A blind person is, according to Olympus, supposed to figure out that it's not accessible.
File setting. Record menu.
There's another spot in the menu where it's not going to talk.
Display and sound menu. Device setting.
Now, if you hear hissing in the background, that's because you can tell that is a woman that is speaking all these lines. And besides, they may have had to have done some editing for like the speed. They had to do everything. Why they didn't just put a simple TTS engine in here? It's probably because it was a bit expensive. Because, I don't know. Computers, you can get a computer for around $200 something. The LS line of voice recorders was the highest end that Olympus ever sold. It had voice guidance. And on the LS14, that Gallagher 123123 had, if you turned the dial or the knob, voice guidance, of course, it would say it on the screen, but voice guidance would, in a way, relay the information back. But that's only because they programmed it to. Like, it doesn't detect anything. They programmed it to. It's different than a normal screen reader, because a screen reader would just, detect the text and relay it back to the user, like NVDA does, or JAWS, or VoiceOver, or anything like that. And besides, when it's charging, that's another inaccessible thing. When it's done charging, well, for a blind person, you have to give it a while.
File setting. Device setting.
In the device setting,
Memory select. Power save setting. Battery select setting. Time and date setting. USB setting. Reset setting. Format menu. Memory information.
now memory information, this is not accessible at all, but you can find out the memory information by plugging it in to a computer. Yeah, it doesn't say anything.
Memory information.
I wish it would, but this is the latest voice recorder with voice guidance. Well, except for the LSP4.
System information.
Here's system information. And you can go down. And it doesn't talk.
System memory select.
Those are the only two spots, or the only three spots where it doesn't talk in the menu. Now there's another part where it doesn't talk.
Device setting.
I'm sorry. So it speaks the home screen. It talks on the home screen.
Music. Recorder. Calendar search.
However, if I go into like the recorder folder,
Recorder. Folder A.
well, this speaks like it talks when it says the folders.
Folder B. Folder C. Folder D. Folder E. Folder A. Folder E.
And if you go into here, it'll beep, letting you know you're in the folder. But once you press it again,
No file.
it'll tell you no file.
Folder E.
And you can back out of that by pressing left arrow.
Folder D. Folder C. Folder B. Folder A. Home.
And it will let you know you're on the home screen. And when you do the hold switch,
Hold set.
it'll say hold set. But when you release it,
Hold deleted.
hold deleted. I'm gonna have it say hold set.
Hold set.
And yeah, that's pretty much all I'm gonna talk about. So basically, what is the real purpose for voice guidance? Well, first of all, you actually can You could say that it does kind of relay the information, but they programmed it to. It's not like, because they programmed the entire, thing. Voice guidance was probably, I don't know, almost an afterthought. I don't know, but voice guidance is not real, I mean, I didn't say it wasn't real, but I said it's not really considered a screen reader. But if you want to consider it a screen reader, go ahead. But I wouldn't too much. I wouldn't really consider it. But yeah, this has been Technology Freak 1000, and I'll see Technology Freak, and I will see you guys later.